Just checking in. Some time has passed. We've been working on our economy. We managed to remove Novgorod from the sphere of influence of Scandinavia. Now, we could just push to get them in our own sphere of influence. That might give us something. But part of me wonders if we just declare war on them for those cores. But then we might end up in the same, with the same problems. Also, in addition to getting those cultural research points, we actually also got education efficiency, because we're going to try and up this literacy rate. This takes 1,900 research points, though. Like, it's 50% more than a lower level tech. Ooh, but I think we need it. I think colonial migration is also like fine, because we want people coming in. Because right now we actually are losing population in our country, and I can actually show why with migration. You can see here that the New World is attracting migrants from all over the place to grow it, whereas here we're losing several hundred to migrating out, on top of a couple of other things. I'm not sure why we're dying as hard as we are. And this is all adult male population, by the way. Like, that's why our country only has 8 million. I'm sure, like, you can expand that by a factor of at least 3, right? One for the women, and then another time over for the young and the old. Anyway, so yeah, so we're losing people, and if we click on our country, we can see that mostly we're immigrating from Tula. I wonder why. We're also losing growth, and there's no throughput, even though it's a mining district. Are you all broke? What's going on? Why? Why are you not making any money? Throughput 0% despite child labor being equal. 1 second, let me do that that trick just to see more of the screen here. Tula, why? Why are you not making anything? Is that a bug? Why do you have no throughput? That's not true at our other mines, right? We have a bunch of mines down in here. Yeah, look at that. Here. Here it makes sense. Is there any in Tula? Let's look at the population here. There are farmers, but there are like there are only 9. Oh my god, there are only 9 people working the mines, because they've all graduated, because they had their everyday needs fulfilled and they're getting their life needs, so then they were able to turn into laborers. That's why here in Tula we were running that policy for the longest time, the encourage craftsmen. So that's why if we go to our production here and we go to Tula, or sorry, Tula is in the province of, let me sorry about the all over the place here. Let's show you the colors of the map that you're used to. Oh, it's because I'm on full screen. That's why I'm all messed up. Okay, back down. If we click, this province is Bryansk, and if we look in Bryansk, you'll see that we have a level 4 factory, so that's like 30,000 people working here. Level 3, 25,000 people working here, another 10,000 here, and 9,000 here. So that's incredible. Though you can also see that we're having quite a bit of issue importing. Not enough imported sulfur, my dude. And then the lack of sulfur prevents the factory and everything else, and that see, we got supply chain disruptions, whereas here we're getting most of what we need. but there's not enough fabric. We've run out of fabric. And then we've also run out of fabric because we don't have enough cotton, because the cotton would do what we needed. Where you can make a dye works? No, that's something else. Where in the world is cotton? That's really... See, this is where you get into the RGO map mode, and you're like, cotton. You right here. Cotton in the world. This is where the cotton in the world is made. A ton of it is from here. In Hyderabad. Then there's some in the New World, and in the US, and everything else. So, to end... The Ming... The King Empire here... Holy, when did this happen? There was a heavenly state, remember? Wow. Talk about empire. So we want... You have cotton. Oh, but you're the dual monarchies. That's the Indian provinces. So who... This is really important. Who can we be in... Oh, look, they have the dye as well. Who can we influence to get access to these goods? Basically, the Sadi kingdoms. Okay. Or Kiangshar. All right. So I thought these lands were not important. They're absolutely important. Let's get our influence cooking up, and we're going to try and bring these people into our sphere. This one here is actually already on friendly terms with us, so let's increase our relations with them. And once we're in their sphere, we'll have first access to their goods. Now, the other thing that we might need is dyes. Holy Jesus! We need India, the jewel. All right, maybe we're gonna try and expand this way. You here. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. All right, we're gonna have potential military access through them. Let's see what we can do. We probably want to be the people colonizing. Oh, you can see Burgundy's already here too. Oh man, we all have to rush into India. Let's go, let's go. All right, I'll check in later. We'll see what we can do. Okay, real quick. Our economy is booming. We're making like almost $1,000 a day every day. We're expanding a ton of factories. Go, go, go. We want more resource security, but we're going to make that work with the fact that we have all this extra money. Let's train a whole bunch of men, artillery and cavalry. We're going big. Also, our troops, I've decided to march them north just to hang out near where Novgorod is. They do not have any friends. They have 17 brigades, a couple of boats. And I think it's time for us to at least get back the land that is promised unto us. What we could also do... Like, we have a casus belli to acquire cores. I mean, yeah, look at all these cores. And we can ask for, like, a whole bunch of them. And it doesn't have any infamy because we're just saying that we're taking back the land that ought to belong to us to begin with. So if we hit diplomatic situation, all of this land we truly believe is our own. So we can argue that on an international stage. Anyway, we'll see soon. Hello. Oh, sorry. Let me do one quick click here. I didn't even mean. We're just gonna make Novgorod like us a little bit more, and then now that we're friendly with them on the world stage, I'm actually going to declare war on them. Oh, you guys are stacked way too high. You're dying to attrition in our own land. Let's not do that and say that we did. Oh, whoa, way too many cannons. Holy crap. Do you see how many cannons we have? Let's take half of this army that's decently cannon heavy, and then take this army that's a little bit less cannon heavy and send it back. And then we'll mix it up, and it'll dilute the cannons. It'll be fine. The prestige. You guys are coming up. You guys are coming up. We got more cannon. Oh, baby. We got a lot of cannon, man. We're ready to frickin' take some shots. And, sorry, I did this whole thing so I could start the war. But then I chose to lull about and do a little bit of the admin things with our relations. So, you declare war. Sorry about it. Gallic, Perm. Perm is huge. Let's go for Perm. Oopsies, we're at war. And then yeah, and then let's step in here and see if they step out to try and fight us. So we're doing, you know what? No, let's go all in on their army. That's what we're gonna do. You go here. Actually, first these armies should combine because remember they were cannon heavy, and then when we split them in half, that one and this one have a better spread of those weapons. And then you guys are also going to jump in on this army in Perm. Big war. Oh man, we're absolutely crushing them. Absolutely crushing them. Alliance offer from Persia. Persia, you've united. Look, I'd love to conquer you, but you're a pretty big country, so let's make you a super high priority, increase our relations with you, and accept your alliance offer. And now that should, once we bring them into our sphere, we're gonna be so sick, man. And then potentially we really want to get into India to get those products, because again, if we look at our production, we're hitting roadblocks in a couple of ways. One of them, for instance, would be to come in here and take Sibir, though potentially what we want to do here is at the very least build some railroads for them, but the efficiency will actually increase the amount of sulfur that they're creating as well. So that's good for us. Back to the war. Holy jeez, we stepped into a big battle that we did not really want to be a part of. But we are winning some big battles left and right. Whoa! Oh, the reinforcements never got there. Okay, good to know. And then here we absolutely crushed them. So let's follow along and see if we can capture the capital. They're attacking into our land, so perhaps we'll go and chase them down. And yeah, and we're also attacking them over here. So that's a big win. Oh, I just pulled you away. You guys are gonna have to retreat, and then you'll go in. That's a big enough army that let's not. If they want to attack us, they can. There's just an 11 stack. That's what we want to kill. Oh, we hit them here. Perfect. The retreating army killed another bunch of them. And now let's try and defeat them in detail here. So you can see here, we have an army lined up against their army, and our army has a ton of artillery support. So even though we have all these -1 penalties, and they're getting good dice rolls, we're still boom, boom, booming them. Though, yeah, I think we can continue. They don't have much left here. And then this army's down here. Very low on morale, low on equipment. Man, we're letting them beat us up here. I'm failing out here in the east, but once we conquer some of this land... One sec. Did they mobilize? They did. So that means that they're reserving their farmers and peasants. They're saying, everybody grab a gun. We're going to do the fight. Which, I mean, fair enough. I just don't want to do that with our economy because our economy is good. Oh, Novgorod, you're actually done that siege. Let's see, they're attacking us here, so they're getting the negative penalties. Bad roll of us getting a 0, but we shouldn't be too bad. I wish we had the men to reinforce. You guys come together. Yeah, let's attack. Let's attack. We did obliterate this part of their army. Sorry, who are you? Okay, that is Novgorod's army. Okay, they're hanging out in this place for some reason. We're not at war with you, are we? No. Novgorod just has access to this land for some reason. Weird. But we're gonna boom them. But we're taking big -1 crossing and terrain. And this army did end up getting burnt down. So instead of losing cannons, let's retreat. Here we're winning. Here we conquered. Yeah, let's keep coming this way. Conquering lots of land. This is good. You. Add to sphere. You see that? You see what we just did there? We added someone to sphere. So that was you. No, it's you. So you're now in our sphere. And you have access to goods that I want. The cotton and the sulfur. And actually the cotton... No, we can't upgrade the power stuff here. But yeah. So this Connet now will sell directly to our economy in this trade thing. We don't have to go to the world market. We can just buy. Population. Look at all these needs. Tons of clothing. Tons of wood. We're making it work. So we're beating that nation, or beating them down here. They're retreating. We could chase. Conquering very slowly here. This battle, we were taking some hits, and it's annoying that I can't actually see it. But we're going to win it. They're running out of organization. And it should be good. I don't know, man. It's taking a minute to wrap up, though. That's for sure. And they're trying to conquer our lands over here. But we have their capital, which is a tremendous war score difference. Man, come on. Kill this guy. Why are... Okay, run away. We don't want to loot. Our cannons are on the front line now. So somehow we took larger losses than them because of all the terrain penalties. Fighting into a dense woods... a whole bunch of stuff was going on there. It was no good. Functionalism. Good to have. I think that we need more army technologies. Let's get breech-loaded artillery. Let's make artillery not suck. We have a lot of artillery, but we need to use it. And we have a big army here in the west that is, you know, doing the good stuff. So let's see. Keep conquering. Once these armies are done doing some of their nastiness, we'll be fine. And this one's regrouping. These men are ready to come up. They're going to group into one army. And okay, there's only 5 men here. They can reinforce, but that still only gets them up against the 17. They're trying to run. And we're trying to conquer the land that has all these railroads, right? So now they're trying to get into here. 15th, 14th, we're going to catch them. So we have overwhelming odds, even though, again, there's another river crossing and penalty, and our rolls on the dice matter. We're just overwhelming them this time. Oh, they're getting their capital back. That's probably like the biggest no. Socialists? Do you have socialists? No, you're a monarchy. Okay. I was wondering if they had like a revolution with a bunch of boys. Okay, you here just for a moment. What are you composed of? 5 artillery regiments that are quite full. Yeah, we're 2 artillery heavy over here. So let's bring this stuff back. I know they have their capital back, but they've already besieged it. Here we have some more infantry that's ready to support. And up here, you guys are doing the conquest, which is good. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Pile in. Let's go. And a stack of 47,000 men. Wait for it. Give them a couple days to go first. So June 1st, June 3rd. Nice. It's going to be a big battle, baby. Boom. Big army. Crush them. Absolutely massive. And let's do it again. And this 21,000 can step up into here. It looks like they're coming to attack us in the north. Let's split off a contingent to go reinforce. Oh, never mind. They're coming down. And then you can split in half. And you're going to hit this big army. Boom, boom, baby. Make them bleed. Alright, so now they're trying to win over here. And we're ready to split again. So I'm actually... Look, that's a lot of manipulating troops and stuff that you guys don't normally get. Maybe it's riveting content. Maybe you're bored of it. I'm going to cut away. Most of the enemy has been dispatched. I guess we can let this battle go down. And then, oh wow, they're actually already looking to surrender. What they don't know is that we're going to add acquire core. And keep adding the goals to acquire core. Like, we're going to do all our cores in one battle. Because it doesn't add any infamy to say that we want them all. Because cores are just great like that. So pew pew pew, absolutely destroying their last army. They were looking good there for a second when they had a couple of big fights against us, but now they're going to be losing their capital. They're going to be losing all of these core lands. Their last army's being defeated. I'm going to do the wrap up and we'll talk back in a minute. So, we're fighting Novgorod. And they were willing to give us everything, but I was like, no, give me war reparations as well. Give me 25% of your tax income. I want you to stay weak forever. And then, out of nowhere, because he's a big power, Scandinavia says, you know what? Status quo. We want you guys to, end this war peacefully without any exchange of territory. And I'm like, dude, just 1 second ago, you were my ally, and I just sent you a happiness thing, and then you broke the alliance and declared war on me, forcing me to make peace. And I'm like, dude, that's not how peace is going to get made here. Now, I could mobilize my army to really go in after them, but I think instead of doing that, let's get a few more cavalry divisions, a good number of infantry, and just a couple more artillery, but really it's mostly infantry that I'm looking for here. And also, we'll go to our budgets and military spending up. Let's go. Let's improve the amount of soldiers living in our country, because I have a feeling that some of their life expectancies are going to be shorter than previously planned for. You actually can go here. So we'll see how involved they get into this. This is where their land starts. And I'll let you know. There's a ship up here. What do you know? And yeah, 1 sec.